Akamkpa, you are the heartbeat of cross-river politics and economy. So I will not spend time to talk to you about your own son. Power belongs to Southern Senatorial District. And somebody called Emergency Brotherhood. Who was the person who raised that? You get a sum of 200,000 from me. We don't want brothers who come only when they remember that there's an election. We want a true brother. Ayade will find time when I'm doing my validatory statements, when I'll be issuing my press briefs, when I'll be speaking to the nation on a master plan that I had for Cross-River State, when I will be taking my time to holistically densify every single action plan. Why these Oyibo people come here and charge us billions? They go and cast concrete, which is cement and stone, and lift it from their country and bring here and use the pile driver and drive it into the sea, put a cast on it, and you call it a seaport. It's actually a garage where ships are parked. Not be so? That same technology, that same factory, which requires the major raw material is granite and cement. Which local government has that in essence? So I located a factory that will produce piles, pylons, and all the electric poles in Akamkpa. But there's a government that came, the crane and everything that Akamkpa had, they sold them. Another man came and built. And Senator Basio too is saying, I will come and consolidate on them. Unfortunately, Cross-River over a long period of time have no understanding. They would rather want to dance on the carnival, dance around the fireplace, and 9 months after, unwanted pregnancies across our state. But somebody came from the oil and gas industry, which is myself, and said, hey, my people, it is not enough for us to keep dancing and wait on to Christmas year after year just to dance on the street. Truly, for you to have tourism, you must underpin it against industry, hard work. Let us look at every local government and put an industry where the primary raw material is in that local government. Have a super highway which will have a carrying capacity that you would offload through the super highway to a deep sea port for export. A master plan that creates a new vitology, that creates opportunity for every one of us to have ultimately an economy. A state never had an economy. 100% civil servants. You get up in the morning, you go to work, 3:30, you come back home. Christmas time, you go and dance. And your daughters become prostitutes and make them available for people who come in. And I say, put an end to that. Let us have the dignity, the integrity, and honor, character of a true Cross-Riverian who's got pride in himself. Let us close our eyes to all of that. Have an isobarism and face our economy to create a true, proper economy. How can you talk about the rice mill? In Ogoja today, we have vitaminized rice mill. The entire rice cultivated in Ogoja, the rice mill finished it in 1 week. We go to Taraba to buy rice. So an economy has been created. You come to Calabar, the pharmaceutical, I don't know whether you are following the trends. The pharmaceutical factory is producing, we finish the test run. There is not one Cross-Riverian who has ordinarily 1 billion naira to provide the feedstock to start the factory running. That's not Ayade's problem. I have done the foundation. I have laid an economic foundation. It is the job of the polisher and finisher, Basio too, to come and carry through a campaign platform. All over the world, this is how economy grows, particularly in an atavistic third world, where the duration of stay in office is shortened by way of a corporate policy of the nation. You cannot go beyond that term. Dubai grew to what it is because one Max Al-Matoum sat in the office for over 35 years and therefore had a consistency of focus and drove the agenda to its prism that you have today. For us to go into the reverse precipice and have a situation where Ayade, who comes from an oil and gas background, a businessman of repute, with credible smelling money before he came into power. I cannot come and do it the way they did. I am sure that they are shocked that the same Cross-River they will produce is building an airport, is floating an airline. Did you know the Cali Air? Akamkpa is behind the secret of the success of Cali Air. Should I tell you how? One of the payments from Lafarge, we added money to it to buy one of the aircraft. Akamkpa, that Lafarge that you see, that Cali Air you see, Akamkpa, you are behind the success of Cali Air. Some people come and would have taken that money and cornered it. But we can tell you, my Commissioner of Finance is responsible. He knows every single thing we've done. Salaries, expansion of government, putting food on everybody's table. He told me, what is the purpose of government? Section 14, subsection 2, primary purpose of government, the welfare of the citizens. So what use is it for me to build skyscrapers where you have hunger and poverty across the land? People can't get paid, pension is not paid. People get out of the university and become Okada drivers. So rather open a vista of opportunity in government, allow me to recalibrate the economy, create opportunity for a new job foundation to be made. They don't understand, because what they understand is brute application of power. Its applicability in a third world economy reduces you to a place where you become an emperor. Once you speak, he said, but Ayade decided to leave all of those high-level offices and come down to build in every local government and industry suitable for those people. But if the citizens do not appreciate it, in the course of time, in a maturation and passage of time, ultimately, the people who come from behind me will understand the master plan that Ayade had for the state. If sincerely we didn't get bedeviled by the much talked about COVID-19, all the factories, every single factory built was ordered in my first term in office. So can you imagine if I didn't have the 2 years of COVID-19, when we sat down, no investor was willing to come to Nigeria, and we are struggling to install equipment that we bought 4 years ago. And like he said, imagine that I didn't buy them then. Do you think we can do that investment now? In addition to all of this, the total amount of money I've paid as debt settlement is over 128 billion that I have paid as debt servicing, debt payment. Who has the moral credential to talk about my certificate, my qualification, my intellect, and my emotional commitment to Cross River State? Go and judge. Let's take local government by local government, factory by factory. Ayade will start mentioning what I have done. You will think that I stole money from somewhere to invest in Cross River State. Otherwise, how do you explain where a same state will have a garment factory, a pharmaceutical factory, a rice seedling factory, a noodle factory, Kalachika, will have a parliamentary power plant, processing factory, feed mill, vegetable oil factory, building an airport, having an airline, and the list is endless. From what money? With over 20,000 people that I've appointed into government, not because I need them, but because I know the philosophy. The philosophy is that this lustrous purity. If you sit in a voluptuous office of your high excellence, don't forget that as you sit there, those little young people who are struggling, making a living, please do give them food. That's the only way you can have peace, to create a direction that will produce a prosperity agenda for the betterment of the entire state. It is that maturation of the mind that made me expand government, and they say, oh, I've expanded government. What were you doing with that money that I'm paying salaries now? What happened to the money in your time? What happened? You had very few people, 13 commissioners at the most, 4 SAs. Few people like a cabal sit on the state for 16 years. Ayade came and said, no, sorry. All of you come to the dining table, and he pays them. Akamkpa, take your time and make sure that you show that you understand. Those people who want to hold you in bondage, people who have been dislocated from access to government money, they want to bring a stooge and put in office so that they can use it to siphon money yet again. Put an end to all of that. Let us open up. This is a good man. A good man. A man who will buy land and give people, will buy cars and give people. As you forgotten Ayade's land company. Even before I became a politician, even as a senator, I sent people in their hundreds from the north to train overseas. Come back and give them jobs. Back here in the south, I sent people from here to go and train in America and become pilots.
I led master.
Good heart. And I love master. Correct. Another 100,000 naira. Please, don't be deceived. They are the same people who are saying that Cross River is poor. We cannot afford opposition. The ruling party in Abuja is APC. Ruling party in the state, APC. Ruling party in the local government, APC. So why are you going to do opposition? So we will do standing by the ruling party, because Cross River has been told that we cannot afford opposition. Let's stay with APC. Let's socket to the center. Let's have the full footfall and pussyfooting with governance so that we can benefit and have a value chain that by the time all of them are pregnant and begin to mature and give birth, we can now see the master plan of Ayade as every factory finally takes its footing. I cannot design, conceive build, construct, and you hold me that I must also operate the factory. The factory has to go to the private sector, and that is his role, to come and assist in the process of making sure that these factories actually have life. If I don't say all of this, you will not understand why my choice of Basio 2. Basio 2 is my colleague in the Senate. I didn't go and bring somebody from my pocket. I didn't go and bring somebody because I want loyalty. I brought somebody for competence and capacity. Who is on his own is my equal. He's my equal, he's my colleague. I have respect for him, he has respect for me. They would rather go and look for a friend or a boy so that they can pocket the government. God forbid. Thank you and God bless.
Akamkpa stakeholders, I'm very happy to be here with you. Anytime I'm here, I know that I'm from Akamkpa. I'm part and parcel of you. I have to say thank you in the same way. I have to say thank you in the same vein because you had sent me on an errand before, and I don't think I did badly. I discharged and acquitted myself predictably well. Please, I want to ask some simple questions. Did I segregate against any Akamkpa? No. Did I do well in that assignment? Yes. I did well without a budget. So now that I'm going to have budget, you know what I'm going to do. I'm sure some people came to deceive you here and were saying things that we don't understand. But I'm here to point out to you that since 1999, the only governor that has put a proper foundation for a productive economy is Professor Ben Ayadi. I fought so hard for Akamkpa when these quarries were about to be closed. And for those who were there, you know how booming the economy here was. Throughout my stay in the Senate, the people who worried me the least were Akamkpa people. Rather, they were even bringing things to me, bushmeat, etc., etc. They show so much love, that's why I love them so much. Some people scattered that because I had said, yes, this natural resource can be in your location, but times and seasons must support you for it to blossom. And times and seasons supported Akamkpa. That's why we had all the quarries were working. Today, how many quarries are working? This is from 20-something quarries, right? Or 40 quarries right down to. Well, my assurance is that we are going to revive it again. In terms of biodiversity, Akamkpa is number one. I've heard that some people that are coming have already sold all our wood to Wike, all our forests has been sold. To some foreign elements, they say all our forests is gone. Well, I'm here to assure each and every one of you that the carbon sink which Akamkpa alone is bringing to bear on Nigeria is more than enough for us to secure carbon credit that can sponsor and do so many things in Akamkpa. Nobody is going to destroy one forest that is remaining. Rather, we are going to build. We've decided to make sure that we are upgrading the College of Education Akamkpa, because I've checked, I've been there a couple of times. I've seen that the number of students are not commensurate with the number of lecturers we have. And these lecturers qualify. So we are upgrading it to University of Education. And we are making sure that there's going to be a serious synergy between the Akamkpa University of Education and the West African Institute. Training Institute for Teachers. You synergize both, and that particular university will also make sure that some people after graduating somewhere can come and learn some skills, because there's going to be a very serious skill acquisition phase and some incubation centers for young technical startups and so on and so forth. We want to make sure that we address that issue where somebody comes out and cannot fit in anywhere. He can't work, he's unemployed, but he's educated. We'll make sure that programs are there that you can attend to those programs and you come out qualified and you have a job right for you to take up. Akamkpa, let nobody deceive you. You are in the South, you are in the South. We've had this marriage for over 300 years. I won't be telling people who come only during election time to say, oh, we are from Akamkpa. Where were they all this while? Where were they? I think it's time for us to go on his paid. Yeah, emergency is a very terrible thing. Overnight love. Overnight love is a very terrible thing. We've already built our base, and all we want is unity. All we want is love. All we want is opportunity, so that each and every one will grow. And I guarantee that, because the government in place already has put forward the foundation which we are going to build on. It would have been terrible if we were going to start from the scratch. Like one of the sessions I attended, people were asking me, okay, it was the NLC. We had a very big conversation. NLC was saying, most of these industries, you did not prepare for the backstop and so on and so forth. And I used the pharmaceutical industry, and I used the rice mill. I said, if we are to put it down now, it's 3 times the cost. So is it not better we have the machinery in place? That can only be done with a man of vision. Because if it is to populate the value chain, that one is with us here. We have decided that we are going to escalate the agro-revolution. So definitely each and every one will be occupied. All these government positions, government jobs we are talking. Within a short time, people would like to do government jobs again. They would like to do the business line. So I want to assure each and every one of you that the time for prosperity has come. Nobody should deceive you again. Nobody. For the past how many years, governance were in some parties' hands. We lost Bakassi, we lost our oil well, we lost everything. All of you here from Akamkpa, you are quite close to Krel here. You know how Krel used to be. So where is it today? Some government dismantled and sold the asset, stripped the place completely. We are told all our machineries in Delta State, we'll go and bring it back when it is time. So please, don't allow anybody to sleep with your eyes. Time is fast spent, if not so, we have gone into real detail. But I believe there will be time which I will be able to come back for us to discuss. Akamkpa once more, this Cross-River State needs all your support. No state, no place can progress without peace. And the only way to guarantee peace and a sense of belonging to all is to make sure that we allow zoning and rotation. Those people who are against zoning, in their own local government they are doing zoning. In national they want zoning. Why is it when it comes to yourself, you say no zoning? You say interest, any interest that is not communal is no interest. You are being selfish. So Akamkpa, thank you very much for receiving us. God bless you. So